Ricky, for what is potentially quite a complicated competition in a sort of way, it's all boiled down quite simply, really, I suppose, with the results at the weekend.
Yeah, we got to go away to Bristol and win firstly, and then depending on what Ospreys do against Wasps, obviously you have to push for that bonus point. So we're going there knowing we're in for a stern test. Bristol have really been turning the corner with their results and putting together a stronger squad going back into the Premiership. So we know the squad that they put out, there'll be players in there that are fighting for contracts, but also have points to prove. So we know it's going to be a tough day. We talked this week about what we need to do to go there in terms of to rip the game away from them. And if we put the performance in like we did at the weekend and play the energy that we did, the result should look after itself.
I take your point about obviously Bristol paying for personal pride, contracts and that sort of thing, but I mean, they can't progress from the group, whereas obviously you do have that prize. How big an incentive is that, I suppose, for your guys?
Every competition we go into, we want to be in with a shout at qualification, and we're in there this weekend. So I think the squad that we've put together for this weekend and last weekend showed the intent that we're willing to blood young players, but also to put senior guys in there and give them game time. So we know what we've got to do. We've got to go there and put in the performance. And every competition we've been involved in, we're going to go to win. And I know Bristol, you say, haven't got much to play for, but the players there that may not have been getting the game time that they think they deserve will be there, and they'll be fighting for first team places. So whichever teams get put out, it's going to be a hell of a game.
Ospreys have got a difficult game at Wasps, and you can't pre-guess their result, but you must have in the back of your mind you might need that bonus point. How do you break that down in the scheme of things? Because first and foremost, you've got to get over the line and win the match, haven't you?
Yeah, we just talk about what we do well and the fundamentals to get us in good position. So we talked about the weekend about our set piece. It's going to be a massive factor in terms of getting a foothold in the game, and that won't change this weekend. So scrum and line out time, getting our driving game will get us that platform to play off. And then we've talked about building a lead, so taking points early, putting the pressure on Bristol, and we'll just take it stage by stage. I think if we talk about bonus points in the week to the players or going into the game, what you tend to get is harem scarum rugby where the ball's been thrown all over the place. And I think what we want to do is go there with a real controlled game plan, build the lead, and then once we get within, say, 2 or 3 tries, if that does come about, we'll then look at obviously changing the way we play, but we'll stick to our game plan, and then once we get in a position, we'll push on from there. And then if we are pushing for that bonus point at any stage in the game, obviously that game should open up, hopefully.
What's the team news?
Henry Slade will come back in. Obviously he's come back out of the England camp, and he hasn't played for a while. He's coming back from a shoulder injury, so he'll come into the midfield, which offers obviously massive amount of experience. We've mixed up the side again, so it'll be a different squad to the one that played at the weekend. Jack Maunders will come back in for Stu Townsend, so we're going to rotate our nines there. The second rows are going to be slightly changed, but it'll be a mixture of the senior academy guys. Sam Simmons will captain the side. He did really well at the weekend for a young guy. To be in within some academy players, but also players that have played international rugby, and for him to lead that is really pleasing. So the squad will be strong. We know we've got a big task ahead of us, and also as well, we're looking actually forward to that Premiership game in 2 weeks' time, and with that in mind, there will be some senior players that need game time.